up off of that corner. If you can get up a little higher, you can get such a run down the straightaway here because you get such a better angle into the tri-oval. Yeah, that outside, you see that car yesterday, they couldn't do that. That car's up on the outside. A good, yeah, here he comes off turn 2 there. Got a good run.
And Ricky Rudd saw that. He saw him. The spotter was letting him know, so why not go in and give him the position? He was faster.
Just remember, this is a 500-mile race. We're going to be here for a while. Getting past right now is not going to make any difference.
This is off turn 4, 177 miles an hour going into turn 1, 193, 94 miles an hour for these guys off in the corner racing each other.
And we're only 120 miles out of 500.
That's right. Got a long way to go. I wouldn't be too concerned about anything except staying on the lead lap right now.
Now, Jeff Gordon has climbed to 4th place. There was reports earlier about a possible leak from his car. Dick Berggren?
Well, we've been listening to Jeff Gordon's radio ever since he first called in and said he smelled smoke, and then we got that possible leak report. But Gordon has said nothing more about smoke in the car, and that's not unusual. Sometimes these things will pick up some rubber on a brake caliper or some sort of a duct or something, and it'll heat up, cause a little smoke inside the car, make the thing smell terrible for a little while. But all Gordon has said since that first report is that the car is getting a little bit tight. Well, if this is tight, running as well as he's running, wait till the next pit stop. This thing ought to be a rocket, Mike.
He is 5.1 seconds off the lead and 3.5 seconds behind 3rd place Steve Park. And there's his interval to the leader, so he is gaining ground on Dale Jarrett.
All clear.
John Andretti, well, I don't know, he's really slowed down a lot since the start of the race. What his problem is.
Worked his way up from 40th position up toward the top 20, but after the round of pit stops, he found himself in the back and now has gone one down.
That surprised me because I thought that car would be really good here.
That's his teammate Buckshot Jones in the 44 car. Remember, he was involved in that first wreck on the front stretch. All that damage on the left front. All he's trying to do right now is just finish this thing. Really hurts the downforce on these cars.
Well, that's the thing you know about this. The attrition will be very high here normally from a number of things, accidents and blown motors. So you want to get back out there and run all the laps you can.
One of the top rookies, Casey Atwood, and he's about to surrender a lap to the leader.
Qualified 10th in that Dodge, but here he goes a lap down on lap 84. He's running in the 28th position.
And we just see it over and over again. These guys make a pit stop, make changes, and they're going backwards.
Jeff Hammond?
Yeah, another rookie we were watching earlier on in the day, Kurt Busch, who was involved in that first accident. If you'll notice, all of a sudden, went way to the back, came all the way back up now at the 17th, challenging Kevin LePage for position. I think he's got a real strong ride here today.
His car looks good, Jeff. He just come off turn 2 and drove under Kevin LePage down into turn 3.
Remember how good Busch was at his home track of Las Vegas, and this track is very similar.
Raced the truck here some, got some laps around this joint, so he knows what he's doing.
Dale Jarrett owns a 1.4 second lead on Dale Earnhardt Jr. Steve Park is another second back in 3rd. You're watching NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on Fox, presented by the Home Depot.
Introducing the John Deere SST lawn tractor with spin steer technology. A technology so advanced, it actually cuts time.
Gotta be a Grand Prix driver.
The Pontiac Grand Prix with wide track handling. Its wheels are set wide for better control and grip in the curves. Wider is better.
Now, during the Pontiac's 75th anniversary, lease a new wide track Grand Prix for as low as $277 a month. See your Pontiac dealer today.
If you've got a big job, Labor Ready is the nation's leader in temporary labor and the first to offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you aren't completely satisfied with the work, call us within 2 hours and we'll take care of it, no questions. Just call 1-800-24-LABOR. You can find good help these days. Labor Ready. dependable temporary labor.
For nearly half a century, one event in NASCAR has separated champions from all the rest. NASCAR's most challenging event, the Coca-Cola 600. A limited number of excellent seats are still available, so call today and be a part of an American classic.
This May, make Charlotte your ultimate race vacation destination. Lead into the big race with a week-long festival. Tour all the NASCAR race shops and enjoy other exciting events at Lowe's Motor Speedway. We can even help you find a hotel room. Call 1-800-455-FANS today.
Thursday night baseball on Fox Family. It all begins Thursday when the Red Sox visit the Orioles at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Welcome back to Texas. Dale Jarrett with a 1.9-second lead. Kevin LePage has made a pit stop. So has Casey Atwood. Andy Houston has been in. And now the number 90 for Hut Strickland. A little early for green flag pit stops, Larry?
I think it's about 9 or 10 laps early. I've been calculating they'd all been on lap 34. You can run about 65, 66 laps that we showed at the beginning of the show. So I'm figuring they'll be in around lap 99 and 100. But we also heard that Andy Houston's car was tight. If your car's tight, you're abusing that right front tire. He may have felt a little something. You don't want to take a chance here at Texas. Get to pit road, get 4 tires this early in the race.
Yeah, plus a tight car will burn a little more fuel because you got it bound up all the time. And here comes Gordon down. Gordon's coming on pit road now.
Jimmy Spencer in, and here's Jeff Gordon coming on to pit road. This has been his worst racetrack. Never finished better than 25th here, and that was with a car that was damaged. A lot of DNFs at Texas. Dick Berggren.
Yeah, and the average finish is 32.2. This is definitely his worst track, one of only 3 active tracks he hasn't won on so far. The plan right here, 4 tires. They're going to take about a pound of air out of the left front, make a wedge adjustment in this car. He's a little bit tight just before he gets to the apex of the corner, and that's what they're going to try to fix. No more conversation about any overheating of smoke or any of that kind of stuff going on in the car. So far, it's a perfectly normal, reasonable pit stop. Slow on the left rear, and he's gone. To Steve Burns.
And Steve Park comes in, slides to a stop. Kelly Kellis and Mike Atwell are the tire changers. Walter Smith is a jack man. Mike Bonnick, the gas man. Billy Sutton and Chad Walker are the tire carriers. No chassis adjustments to the number 1 car of Steve Park. Left side tires going on. Jack is down, and Steve Park is away. Red car's also in.
2 pits behind, James Ins's crew servicing Johnny Benson. New 1-race paint job for Benson. Done and away. Stacy Compton's in. John Andretti. Jeff Burton is in, and there's Dave Blaney getting service.
Getting mighty busy down there now, guys. Everybody's starting to come in, peeling in one at a time.
Rusty Wallace, Mike Skinner. Rusty Wallace finally going to get him some left side tires on that car.
Terry Labonte, Kurt Busch, Kenny Schrader, Jeremy Mayfield are also in.
Rusty was really backing up. His car, he started running way up the track, running the high side, and he was having a problem.
Bill Elliott comes in, Ricky Craven, and Ricky Rudd and Sterling Marlin pitting. All under green, lap 95.
Clear low, clear low. Clear after the 5, there you go.
I'll tell you one thing, if you look away, if you happen to look down pit road and look back, you say, where'd guy go? They're doing these stops so fast, and here comes the leader.
Dale Jarrett's in along with Tony Stewart as you watch Ricky Rudd's pit stop. Chassis adjustment, 1 turn in the right rear.
Kevin Hall fixed the left front fender at the bottom.
Mike Wallace, Joe Nemechek pitting, Todd Bodine, and Elliott Sadler come in. Steve?
Dale Jarrett's in, Mike. Darren Jolly and Jeff Knight are the tire carriers on this car. There will not be any chassis adjustments. 4 tires. Gas can flies to the catch can man. Left side tires going on. Good stop for Dale Jarrett.
Boy, that's an awesome stop.
Kevin Harvick, Ward Burton, and Mark Martin are in. Jeannie?
Well, here comes Happy. That would be Kevin Harvick's nickname, and he is happy because he's having a good race, guys. 4 tires, some gas. His real problem out here is he's trying to get Rusty Wallace out of his way. He may have just shook him with his last pit stop.
All green flag pit stops. Elliott Sadler, last week's winner, coming out. Harvick coming out. Jerry Nadeau coming in. That's Ward Burton, middle of your screen. As Nadeau comes in for service.
He said that Harvick's name is Happy. I mean, you know, all that's going on with that kid, he ought to be happy.
Now, through all this, Dale Earnhardt Jr. not pitted yet. He is the leader, but he cannot be much further behind these guys because he's given up some pretty valuable time, these guys, to fresh tires.
What I like is you know, don't come on pit road when all these other cars are on pit road. These guys make their stops and gives me a clean shot into my pit box.
Matt Kenseth is in. That leaves Jason Leffler on the racetrack with Bobby Labonte and the leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr. No, here's Leffler in as well.
Plus, you got to think, if the caution came out right now, look where Junior'd be. I mean, he'd have half the field, 2/3 of the field, a lap down. You don't pit until you have to. That's always been my philosophy. Run her out of gas if you can.
Buckshot Jones stopping, and we've just about cycled through the field as Bobby Hamilton comes in, just waiting on the leader now.
And our leader is on pit road. Got a good run through 3 and 4. That's so important on a green flag stop. That's where you make your time up.
I just really think it's the spotter, and everybody's doing a good job for Dale Jr. today. They're keeping him out there, bringing him down pit road when pit road is clean.
Matt?
Ty Norris is that spotter for Dale Earnhardt Jr., warning him about the pit road speed. We did see a few people get caught yesterday. 45 miles per hour is the speed today. Dale Jr., as he makes his way into his pit box, was complaining about his car being very aero sensitive. He would get an aero push when he get up behind the leader of Dale, Jarrett, the 88 car, but they don't want to make any significant changes to this number 8 car, so it will be 4 tires of fuel as Tony Uri Jr., the car keeping cousin of Dale Earnhardt Jr., works it in that front, and he's down and away 15.4 seconds to Steve Burns.
Well, Matt, as you said, Bobby Labonte had complained about being very tight with these overcast skies. He stayed out when Dale Earnhardt Jr. pitted so he could get 5 bonus points. Here he comes to the attention of the Jimmy May car leg crew. They had talked about pulling a spring rubber out, but what they're going to do is take a half-pound out of the left rear tire. He said the car is getting a little better the longer it runs. Jeff Chandler on the front tires, Barry Cook on the back, and Bobby Labonte is away 15.1 seconds on that stop.
And I was talking to Bobby Labonte last night. He said, no, DW, you picked me to win a couple of races, and I had trouble in both those races. Don't pick me today, but I wouldn't stop watching him to be there at the end.
So we've cycled through pit stops, and Dale Jarrett will once again pick up the lead. We should mention Michael Waltrip is back in the race after that lap 4 crash. They replaced a radiator, suspension arms, and a brake rotor on his car, but he is out making laps. So Jarrett is back to the lead here at Texas after 102 laps, and green flag pit stops are completed.
Can the Simpsons survive being lost in the jungle?
Maybe he'll lead us to bananas.
Or more mouth-watering monkeys. The Simpsons, all new at 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
Thanks, Western New York. Our March grand opening was a big success at the Rochester Ford Auto Collection. Thanks for driving and buying the Ford Explorer, the Ford Focus, the Ford Windstar, and the Ford Taurus. Right now, we have only 133 brand new 2000 models left, and they must be delivered by the close of business Saturday, March 31st. See us for 8 times the selection, 8 times the locations, and 8 times the friendly staff at the Rochester Ford Auto Collection, because Rochester really is Ford country.
Hey, you with that dial-up internet service. Excess weight slowing you down? Lose it with Frontier Lightning Link. Talk and surf at the same time on the same line. No more waiting to use the phone. Waiting to connect? Lightning Link is always on, always connected. Download Wait. Lightning Link DSL is 40 times faster than that dial-up service. Sign up for Frontier Lightning Link now and get free installation with Self-Connect plus 50% off your first 2 months. Call 777-LINK today and lose the wait.
Come see an on-track equipment dealer near you in one of 3 convenient locations. Route 104 Brockport, corner of 259 and 33 in North Chili, and just off 390 on Route 15 in Henrietta. On-track equipment, the best in sales and service for all your John Deere equipment needs. Featuring the John Deere LT133 lawn tractor at just $19.99. And check out the newest concept in rider mowers, Spin Steer technology. Stop into a locally owned and family-operated on-track dealer near you.
Right dealer, right price. I gotta get on-track.
I never thought it would get that bad. I tried to keep up, but the bills just kept adding up. I had no idea what to do until I called Jeffrey Friedman Attorneys.
The first step towards solving your debt problems is getting the right advice. My law firm has helped more than 15,000 families reduce their debt, keep their homes, cars, and personal property. We'll do our best to do the same for you.
Call Jeffrey Friedman Attorneys, the advice you need when you need it most.
Get the news and get to bed early. The 10 o'clock news. Watch tonight.
Welcome back to the Harrah's 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. Dale Jarrett out in front now by 3 seconds over Steve Park. who has taken over second place after green flag pit stops. Okay, today's Pep Boys Trivia. Everybody can play. Which driver got his first Busch Series and Cup Series win in the brief history of Texas Motor Speedway?
Oh, man, that's easy.
Folks, if you don't